Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about applying for assistance for children with severe disabilities, or ACSD. Just as a side note, this information is based on current information available to the public regarding the assistance for children with severe disabilities. The application can be found on the ministry's website, which is https://www.ontario.ca/page/CE dash CHILDREN dash SEVERE dash DISABILITIES dash PROGRAM. This information is subject to change without notice, and Surrey Place is not affiliated with this income support program and does not play a role in the approval or denial of these supports. If you have any additional questions about the ACSD, please call 416-325-0500. For today's objectives, we will guide parents, caregivers, and community through the process of filling out the Assistance for Children with Severe Disability application, inform applicants on what the funds could be used for, review eligibility and documentation required to apply for ACSD, and explain payment process. What is ACSD? Assistance for Children with Severe Disability is a program that provides financial support for low to moderate income families. Parents or guardians who are caring for a child ages newborn to 17.5 years old with a severe disability may be able to get financial support through the ACSD program to cover some of the extra cost of caring for a child who has a severe disability. Eligible parents and guardians can receive between $25 to $580 a month to help with disability-related costs. The considerations around being eligible is the family's income, size of the family, the needs of the child, and a look at the extra costs related to the child's disability. Depending on the income and size of the family, the program may provide between $25 and $580 a month to help with costs. Please keep all your receipts to verify these expenses. These expenses could be transportation, accommodation, and meal. Provide travel costs to escort the child for medical care and/or treatment, and any associated accommodation and meal cost. Costs to visit the child are not included. Sibling care. Cost of childcare for other children in your family under 12 years of age while attending appointments, meetings related to the child's disability. Extra clothes. Additional clothing required as a result of the child's disability and beyond what every caregiver is responsible for purchasing for their children. Extra linen, if over 2 sets per year. Additional linens required as a result of the child's disability and beyond what every caregiver is responsible for purchasing for their children. For example, bed linens, mattresses, pads, sheets, blankets. Diapers, incontinence. Supplies not covered by Easter Seals Ontario. For example, diapers, gloves, wipes, and pull-ups. Extra laundry. Special diets related to the child's disability prescribed or recommended by a physician, nurse, practitioner, or dietitian. Other medical surgical equipment and supplies. For example, could include mobility devices, communication aids, hearing aids, specialized glasses, feeding bags, and oxygen tanks. Please note, you are receiving funding from the Ministry of Health Assistive Device Program, ADP. The ACSD program will consider your portion of the cost for approved equipment and supplies that are not covered by the ADP. Family relief, respite. This can be a person who cares for the child, can include a relative over the age of 18, a respite worker, a babysitter, neighbor, family friend. Please keep a record of relief respite care. Social programs. For example, community programs such as recreational programs, swimming, and soccer lessons. Extraordinary childcare. For childcare for the child with a disability, if 12 years of age or older, who requires ongoing supervision. Special learning developmental equipment. For example, could include educational specialized toys, weighted vest, weighted blankets, software for electronic devices, and noise cancellating headphones. Other expenses. Any other cost not captured in the above categories that are directly related to the child's disability. For example, service dogs, non-prescription drugs, household repairs, and special equipment repairs. The government has temporarily expanded the list of eligible expenses for families receiving support from the ACSD program. These changes allow you to use funding for goods and services that may make it easier to stay at home and practice physical distancing. These new eligible expenses include sensory items, to support children and youth who rely on sensory items to alleviate anxiety and stress and support any clinical or behavioral plans. Technology, to provide children and youth the means and ability to stay safe, connected, occupied, and engaged at home, including in virtual and online learning and skill development activities. For example, laptops and tablets, webcams, and microphones. Items to support home-based recreation or fitness. These items can be home-based hobbies and activities that your child would otherwise access through day programs, schools, and other community-based programs. For example, arts and craft supplies, puzzles and games, or hobby supplies. Home-based physical activity and fitness. For example, indoor items and equipment, such as yoga mats, skipping rope, fitness and sports equipment, and supplies that you may use on your property, such as basketball net, trampoline, frisbee, badminton set. Personal protective supplies, so you, your children, or youth, and their support workers can be more safe at home and in the community. For example, gloves, masks, gowns, cleaning supplies, goggles, and face shields. Essential service delivery fees. If you are unable to leave your home for groceries or pharmacy needs because of the vulnerability of someone in your family or because of your care requirements, service delivery fees for essential items such as groceries and medication will be an admissible expense. This does not include the actual cost of the groceries or medication, just the service fee for delivery. Delivery fees for takeout food from restaurants are not included in this. Behavioral support plans and related interventions. These are intended to help you more safely support your child at home. For example, development of behavioral support plans and recommended interventions, delivery in person, remotely, or virtually, support strategies to reduce challenging behaviors or potential crisis situations. This does not include physiotherapy, occupational therapy, or speech therapy. Please remember that this may also be subject to change. Please look at the website for further information. In addition to getting monthly financial support through the ACSD program, children with severe disabilities may also receive coverage from other programs. Assistive Device Program. Please look at the link https://www.ontiv-dev-ics/PAGEram. Mobility aids, for example, batteries and repairs for mobility devices. Please click on the link https://www.ontiv-AIDS/PAGE/AIDS/AIDS. OHIP Plus, for example, prescription drugs. You can check on the link OHIP-PLUS or Healthy Smiles Ontario program. For example, dental care. You can go on the link ontario.ca/PAGE/DENTAL and hearing aids and vision care, including glasses. In September 2022, the ministry increased the maximum monthly amount for the Assistance for Children with Severe Disability, ACSD, by 5%. The ministry will also be making annual increases to ACSD that are tied to inflation. This means as prices go up, so will the maximum monthly amount for ACSD. The next adjustment to the maximum monthly amount will be in July 2023. Before you start to fill out your application, make sure you have these required documents. You need a document of the proof of the applicant and child's immigration status or citizenship in Canada. These could be a form of an Ontario or other Canadian province or territory birth certificate. This could be a certificate of Indian status, Canadian citizenship, Canadian passport, permanent resident card, or Immigration, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada letter. Another document you would need is a proof of the applicant's residency in Ontario. This can be an Ontario driver's license, Ontario health card, valid Ontario photo card, rental or a lease agreement, property tax bill, utility bill, or statement of direct deposit for Ontario Works or for the Ontario Disability Support Program. Another document required is a copy of the child's Ontario health card, as well as a copy of the child's medical and supporting documentation that provides details and verification of the child's medical condition and disability. Now, this documentation can be any form of healthcare professional, such as a physician, psychologist, occupational therapist, physiotherapist, nurse practitioner, social worker, and more. Some examples of these medical and supporting documentations could include a functional assessment, hospital records, medical records, a specialist report, psychological report, and or identification placement and review committee report, such as an IPRC. Another document required is a copy of pages 1 and 2 of your most recent Canada Revenue Agency Notice of Assessment for you and as well as your spouse if applicable. Now, this Notice of Assessment is an evaluation of your tax return that the CRA sends you every year after you file your tax return. It shows your total income for the previous taxation year. This information is required to assist in determining your eligibility for the ACSD program. Now, if you do need a copy of your Notice of Assessment, please access through your CRA My Account, or you can contact CRA at 1-800-959-8281. Now, the last documentation that you would need is a copy of your most recent Canada Child Benefit, or CCB, notice, and you must include all the pages. Now again, if you do need any copies of your CCB notice, please access through your Canada Revenue Agency, which is CRA, My Account, or CRA at 1-800-959-8281. There are a couple of ways to apply for a CSD. Here are some ways to access the application. The first one is you can access the application through the website. You could also download a paper copy of the application and mail it to your regional office, and you can use the link right here. And then if you need any questions related to the ACSD application, you can also contact your regional office, and the listing of the regional offices, phone numbers, and address can be found at this link. Let's get started. To apply online or to download a paper copy of the application, please enter the link into your web bar. That is https://www.app.gov/INDIV/ACSD. If you are applying online, click the blue box that says Apply Online to get started on your application. When starting the application online, you have the option to save, edit, and submit your application later. Make sure to submit your online application within 90 days. After 90 days, you will no longer be able to access your application and you will be required to complete a new application. If you want to apply using the paper application, download the paper copy of the application, and once it is complete, you can send it to your local ministry regional office. If you have decided to apply online, please go to the website and you would see two options, one that says I am a new applicant and one that says I am a returning applicant. If you are a new applicant, please click the apply button right here to start the process of filling out the form as well as uploading the documents. If you are a returning applicant and you have filled out the application within 90 days and saved the application, then you can click right here to access that saved application before submitting all your documents and the filled out application. Just please remember that you do have 90 days to save the application if you'd like to return to it after. If you require assistance with completing your application, you can reach out to community agencies. For example, you can visit mysurreyplace.ca and sign up for our wellness events. The Resource Clinics provides the opportunity to meet with a service coordinator one-to-one virtually for 1 hour to assist you with navigating and answering questions you may have about supports. A healthcare professional, for example, physician, psychologist, nurse, practitioner, occupational therapist, physiotherapist, or other individuals who may be involved in the child's regular care and treatment. Family or friends, other individuals who may be involved in the child's regular care and treatment. Please note, the ministry will require consent for the exchange of information of all people included in this application between the ministry and the individual or agency assisting you with completing this application. Click Next once you have decided if you would like to complete the application on your own or get assistance to provide the application. The second step is to complete all the fields with information about the applicant. So the applicant could be yourself as the primary caregiver or a guardian or any person primarily responsible for the care and upbringing of the child. Now here are some fields that you will be filling out. You would be filling out the first name, last name, relationship to the child, primary phone number, and then it goes on to also filling out the email address, your date of birth, if you are in shared custody situation, social insurance number, and your address. Once you filled out those fields, you would then click Next. The third step is to select yes or no if you currently have a spouse. Just as a reminder that both parents in the household will need to sign the application. The fourth step is to complete all the fields with the child's information. So you would indicate the child's first name, middle name, which is optional, last name, the child's date of birth, what is the child's current lived gender identity, health card number, also if the child is currently residing or will be residing in a hospital, institution, or a group home setting. Once you've completed all the fields, you would then click Next. The fifth step is to indicate if you want to add an alternate contact. This alternate contact for your child could be a parent, guardian, family member, or a family friend. The ministry will require the alternate contact's consent to collect, use, and release their personal information before you submit this application. Once you have indicated that you would like to add an alternate contact, you would then click Next. The sixth step is to enter the number of people in your immediate family and answering yes or no to other children under 18. Once you've done that, click Next. The seventh step is checking on your financial information. Check yes or no regarding receiving other financial assistance. Once you've done that, click Next. The eighth step is reviewing the information on medical and answering functional questionnaires. This information gathers the child's medical condition and disability, current treatment and intervention, and their ability to function in daily living activities. This information will assist in determining whether the child meets the requirements of having a severe disability for the Assistance for Children with Severe Disability program. You will be required to upload medical and supporting documents regarding your child's medical condition and disability in this online application. Please review the next slide to see what types of questions will be asked. With Section A, it asks you questions about the child's medical condition, disability, related treatment, and interventions including medications. For Section B, this asks questions about the child's functional daily living skills, and please answer yes and no if it relates to your child. Once you've completed that, click Next. The ninth step involves the disability-related expenses. This is where you would provide an estimate of your extraordinary cost of caring for your child with disability over the course of the year. The ministry will review your total extraordinary cost and your household income to determine your eligibility and amount of assistance. You may be eligible to receive up to a maximum of $550 per month on behalf of the child with a severe disability. You also might be required to verify these expenses, so please make sure you keep all your receipts. Just as a side note, this does not include disability-related expenses that are funded through a third-party insurance or other programs. So for example, the costs that are covered by private insurance, the Ministry of Health's Assistive Devices Program, Ontario Works, and Ontario Disability Support Program. If you do not have expenses in one or more of the categories below, you will be required to check box indicating that you do not have expenses for those categories. So make sure that you indicate that you did not use that category. One of the categories under disability-related expenses is providing information about diaper use. If your child uses diapers, we encourage participants to call the number listed for diaper support with Easter seals if not receiving. You can use that number right over here, or you could even apply using the link provided. This grant is for daytime use of diapers and not for overnight usage. In order to be eligible for the Easter seals, the applicant must be an Ontario resident, must be 3 to 18 years old, valid photo ID of the Ontario Health Card, have a chronic disability such as physical or developmental, and this results in irreversible incontinence or retention problems lasting longer than 6 months and require the use of incontinence supplies. Again, please use this link if you'd like to apply online. Now, when you're filling out your disability-related expenses, you want to make sure that you take a look closely into some categories. Some of these categories can be like the special diet, which must be prescribed by a doctor. Now, the special diet could be a G-tube, using Ensure, or even a gluten-free diet. You could also look at the category of medical, surgical equipment and supplies, because these supplies could be an aero chamber or bandages, gloves, G-tube supplies, maybe even a walker or braces, a Go-Talk or communication device, and even an iPad. Another thing you can look at is the special learning developmental equipment. Now, these equipments could be an educational toy, cause and effect toys, sensory material, and tablets or application games. Another thing that you could take a look at is the family relief or respite. So if you do have a respite worker that assists you in caring for your child, you can claim 100% of their wages of up to $150 per month. You can also include community respite such as programs like Geneva Center Respite. Now last, another thing you would like to look at would be the other expenses. These other expenses could be things that are not prescriptions, such as vitamins, allergy medication, Tylenol, Ensure, as well as stool softeners. These other expenses could also be painting walls, patching up holes in the wall, laundry detergent or softener, carpet cleaning, or repairing furniture. These are some things that you can claim. And once you've indicated what you can claim in these categories, click Next. The 10th step is providing your banking information. If you are eligible to receive funding from the Assistance for Children with Severe Disability program, funding will be made available to you via direct deposit or check. So you can just click right there whether you'd like to receive it direct deposit and just click yes or no, and then you can click next once you've decided. The final step is uploading your documents. These documents are your proof of identity, your proof of residency, your child's proof of identity, your child's health card, your child's medical and supporting documents, your CRA notice of assessment, your spouse's CRA notice of assessment, and your Canada Child Benefit. Once you've uploaded those documents, click Review before submitting, or if you'd like to go back to your documents or go back to your application, you can click Save as Draft and continue on at a later time. Once your application has been processed, you will receive approval, denial, or request for more information. If you disagree with the decision, you have the right to ask for an internal review within 30 days of receiving the decision. Your decision letter will have information about how to request an internal review. You should receive a letter telling you the result of the internal review within 30 days of your request received. If you disagree with the result of the internal review, then you may appeal to the Social Benefits Tribunal. The letter informing you of the results of the internal review will also have information about how to request an appeal to the Social Benefits Tribunal. Before we end this workshop, I wanted to go over a few last things before we wrap things up. If approved, you will receive monthly payments by direct deposit or check. Please inform the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services by contacting your regional office if there are any changes to the information you have provided, or if there has been a change in your child's circumstances that would affect eligibility for the ACSD program, for example, address or phone number. Lastly, if you need additional support, you can register for one of our resource clinics. Support in other languages can also be arranged. The link is https://myreyplace.ca/.
Wellness Services at Surrey Place offers over 100 in-person and live virtual events each month. To register, please visit mysurreyplace.ca. View our calendar of events and go ahead and create an account for yourself so that you can register for the free events that are of interest for you. We also offer many additional recorded events and hundreds of resources that may be of interest to you. Recorded events and resources are also available to view for free at a time most convenient for you at surreyplace.ca/resources. We invite you to join the Family Connections group by visiting the Facebook group on your screen here. The link can also be found below in the description. We really hope that you enjoyed this free wellness event. Please take a moment to complete a brief survey by taking a picture of the QR code that you see here on your screen with your mobile device, or by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have found this workshop helpful.